Hello, I am Lady Okira, Duchess of Silver Dragons and your local villainess, and it seems that the voice of Asmodeus from the Obey Me series, Miura Aim, is being recast following recent allegations against him. While I need to briefly bring up the allegations for context as to why he is no longer playing the role of Asmodeus, this video is not going to go into too much detail about the allegations themselves. There is a Google Doc containing screenshots of proof that is very easy to find if you are interested, but I won't be going through it in detail in this video. This isn't a quote drama video, even though I wouldn't call it that. It's an allegation, and allegations should never be called drama videos. They're a serious topic. And B, I don't have the victim's permission to share it in a video, and that's because I simply haven't asked, because I really just want to leave them alone and respect their privacy. So I'm essentially going to give you the footnotes of what happened for context, and then we will get into the response from Miura Aim himself, the response from the Obey Me team, and what this means for Asmodeus. So, in a nutshell, he had allegedly met up with an underage fan and had tried to kiss and engage in sexual acts with them, which they said they declined. The victim has posted screenshot proof to the Google Doc showing the plans they had made together to meet up, as well as screenshots of them talking about meeting him with friends, complete with the dates. The victim was 14 when they first met him at a meet and greet, and 15 when they met up one-on-one. They admit that they had lied about their age to him, but only by a year, meaning that he would still have thought they were only 16 years old when meeting them alone, bearing in mind that he is probably around twice their age. The victim has said that they are not pressing charges because they don't feel as though they have enough evidence, especially when it comes to the attempt of engaging in a sexual act, and it would become a case of he said, she said. Now, when these concerning allegations came to light, the Obey Me team quickly responded with a post acknowledging that they are aware of the allegations and that they were going to investigate. And during this time, I posted to his socials this statement admitting to the meetups. I want to address the posts that have recently been shared about me on social media. It is true that I met privately outside of events with the person referred to in the posts. When we met, we talked at cafes or in parks. We also exchanged some messages. However, I want to be clear that no sexual contact took place. That said, I regret my decision to meet privately with someone I had come to know as a fan without giving sufficient consideration to her age and to my own position. Looking back, I recognize that I should have exercised much better judgment, acted with greater care, and maintained clearer boundaries in my interactions with fans. While there are parts of the post that do not reflect what actually happened, that does not take away from my responsibility for my own actions. I sincerely apologize for the concern and disappointment my actions have caused my fans and those around me. I take this matter seriously. Going forward, I intend to demonstrate through my actions that I have learned from this experience. 3 days after this, the Obey Me team posted 2 separate posts. The first announcing that Asmo's voice actor will be suspended from all activities while the investigation was ongoing, and the second was regarding possible changes to their schedule when it came to Anime NYC, the studio tour livestream, and Barbatos's birthday content and merch. And on the 17th, they announced the removal of Miura Aim from the role of Asmodeus in Obey Me, and where they will go with Asmodeus as a character. Entity Solmare and the Obey Me team placed the highest priority on maintaining a safe and secure environment where the community can enjoy our content, and on the trust that we have built with you all over the years. We conducted our investigation based on the information gathered throughout our internal review, including statements and documentation provided by Miura Aim, as well as information shared by members of the community. We have confirmed that private contact took place between Miura Aim and a fan believed to be under the age of 18 at the time, which crossed the professional boundaries expected of our cast members. No sexual conduct was confirmed. Following discussions with Miura Aim, we made the decision to remove him from the role of Asmodeus. Addressing these matters across our ongoing content and future projects, including Obey Me Sinner's Choice Lucifer, requires careful consideration. We kindly ask for your patience as we determine our approach. Details regarding recasting, in-game voice updates, and related content updates will be shared as plans are finalized. We deeply apologize to our fans and all involved parties for the distress and concern this situation has caused. Our entire team remains committed to fostering a safe, respectful, and supportive environment for Obey Me community as we move forward together. We recognize the profound impact this news has on our community, especially those who have supported Asmodeus. Following our recent announcement, we wanted to share a personal message with you all. We know how deeply this news has affected the community, and we understand how heavy this moment is for everyone who loves Asmodeus. We want to say clearly and from the bottom of our hearts, while a voice is an important element that helps bring a character to life, Asmodeus is the accumulation of stories, words, love, and time you have all spent with him. This decision will never diminish who Asmodeus is. Every moment you have cherished, every memory created, and everything he means to you remains sacred and unchanged. This decision was not an easy one for us to make. We understand that many of you are feeling hurt, confused, or angry right now. Please know that we do not expect you to process this decision overnight, nor will we ever ask you to simply move on. Your feelings are completely valid, and everyone will navigate and process this in their own time and in their own way. Asmodeus remains an irreplaceable part of Obey Me. We are fully committed to continuing his story with the utmost care, love, and respect, moving forward thoughtfully at a pace that honors your feelings. As we continue this journey with you, we ask each of you to help keep our community a place where everyone can share how they feel and openly treat one another with kindness. Please join us in keeping this community respectful and supportive as we navigate this time, rather than directing hurt towards anyone. Thank you for your patience, your understanding, and your enduring love for Obey Me. With gratitude, the Obey Me team. Following this, they also posted a link that fans can use to share their thoughts and feelings on the situation with the team. I would like to commend Entity Solmare for their quick response. They dealt with this very swiftly. They made the right decision, in my opinion, to remove him. They openly communicated with us fans, and they are making sure that we have a voice. You know, unlike some companies. Oh, this year has been quite terrible for the Otome space, hasn't it? I always rip on Entity Solmare for things, it's true, like their last game. But I am genuinely so thankful that they dealt with this situation the way they did and how quickly they did. It's nice to have a company that is taking a situation like this seriously. On the same day that the Obey Me team had announced the removal of Miura Aim from their game, he posted an apology to his socials. First of all, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to everyone who has supported Asmodeus with me with such warmth over the years. I would also like to apologise once again for the concern my actions have caused my fans, everyone involved, and all those who care about Obey Me. As I explained in my previous statement, it is true that I exchanged messages with a fan and met with them in person. As an artist and as an adult, I recognise that I should have maintained appropriate boundaries in my interactions with fans and acted with greater care. At the same time, I want to make clear that no sexual conduct or illegal activity took place. I feel it is important to state this clearly once again. Following my discussions with Entity Solmare, I will be stepping down from the role of Asmodeus. I accept this decision and take it seriously. I will also be stepping back from my activities for the time being to reflect on my actions. I am truly grateful to everyone who has loved and supported Asmodeus and shared this journey with us over the years. The many messages you have sent and the memories we have all shared will always mean a great deal to me. I'm sorry that my time as Asmodeus has come to an end this way. Thank you sincerely for your support over the years. So yes, this behaviour is incredibly disappointing. I hope that he has properly apologised to the victim personally, as having them lumped in with his fans on a social media post doesn't sit well with me. And at the end of the day, they were the person who was affected most by his actions, and they are the only person who has the choice to accept his apology or not. So what happens with Obey Me now? Well, from the sounds of it, Asmodeus is going to be recast. We haven't been told how Aim's removal will affect the game's songs and other projects, whether they will have the new VA re-record whatever lines Asmo has, or if they're going to keep the original and just continue with the new VA going forward. I imagine that they're going to find someone who can do a very similar voice to Aim so that the change isn't jarring for the players. And I would assume that their priority right now is to redo whatever lines have already been done for Sinner's Choice so that they can hopefully release it as planned. I know this must be incredibly hard, not just for the person who brought up the allegations, I wish them well, but also to IM's fans and fans of Asmodeus as well. I was actually pretty shaken up when I heard about this, and Asmo is my second least favorite demon brother, so I can't imagine how his image has shifted for those who really love him. But as the Obemi team said, Im's actions do not reflect the character that we know, and we shouldn't associate him with that. I hope that we, as the Obemi community, can welcome the new voice actor, whoever they may end up being, and support them as well. It might feel a little bit awkward for them to take on the role of a character who is now associated with allegations of that nature. And I know that there are fans who are going to be resistant to change and might not take too kindly to a new voice. But to be honest, I'm really looking forward to seeing a new talent step into our world. Solmare said that they will keep communication open regarding recasting and what they plan to do, so I will be keeping my eyes open for those posts when we get them, and I will keep you updated. With all of that being said, thank you so much for watching, darling human. If you would like to support your Duchess, then please consider leaving a like, a comment, or subscribing for more Otome, dating sim, and visual novel content. Take care of yourself, and I will hopefully see you again soon.